There's something unsettling about slowly losing interest in people. Not in a dramatic, I hate everyone kind of way, but in a quiet, almost unnoticeable shift. You stop replying as fast. You stop reaching out first. Conversations feel forced. And even when you're surrounded by people, something feels empty. What's even more confusing is this: you don't always know why it's happening. You just know that something inside you changed. 1. Emotional exhaustion changes how you connect. One of the biggest reasons people start losing interest in others is emotional exhaustion. When you've been the one who always listens, always understands, always adjusts, it builds up. At first, you don't notice it. You keep showing up, you keep giving. But over time, your mind starts protecting you. You begin to feel tired of conversations that feel one-sided. You start pulling away from people who only come to you when they need something. And suddenly, it's not that you don't care anymore. It's that you don't have anything left to give. 2. Disappointment rewires your expectations. Sometimes it only takes a few deep disappointments to change how you see people. Maybe someone you trusted let you down. Maybe friends slowly disappeared when you needed them. Maybe people didn't treat you the way you expected. At first, you try to understand. You make excuses for them. But eventually, your brain adapts. It lowers expectations. It becomes more cautious. It stops getting too attached. And that loss of interest you feel, it's not random. It's your mind trying to protect you from being hurt again. 3. You start outgrowing certain connections. Not every loss of interest is negative. Sometimes it means you're growing. As you change, your priorities shift. The things you used to enjoy don't feel the same anymore. Conversations that once excited you now feel shallow. People you once related to feel distant. It's not that they became worse, it's that you became different. And growth can be lonely, because not everyone grows at the same pace, and not everyone is meant to stay in your life forever. 4. You realize not everyone is meant to understand you. There comes a point where you stop trying to explain yourself to everyone. You stop over-explaining your feelings. You stop trying to make people get you. Because the truth is, not everyone will. And that realization can make you quieter. You start keeping things to yourself. You become more selective with your energy. It may look like disinterest from the outside, but internally, it's discernment. 5. You become comfortable being alone. At some point, solitude stops feeling like loneliness. You begin to enjoy your own company. You feel peace in silence. You realize you don't need constant interaction to feel okay. And when that happens, you naturally become less dependent on people. It's not that you don't value relationships anymore. You just don't need them the same way. 6. You're protecting your inner peace. People who lose interest in others are often protecting something deeper: their peace. You start noticing how certain people affect your mood, how some conversations drain you, how some environments leave you feeling worse. And instead of forcing yourself to stay, you quietly step back. No drama, no big explanation, just distance. Because peace becomes more important than connection. 7. You're afraid of repeating the same patterns. Sometimes losing interest is actually fear in disguise. You've seen how things play out. You've experienced the same cycles: getting close, getting hurt, pulling away. So now, before it even begins, you detach early. Not because the person is bad, but because you don't want to go through the same pain again. 8. You're still healing, even if you don't realize it. Losing interest in people can also be a sign that you're still healing. Healing doesn't always look like growth and positivity. Sometimes it looks like withdrawal, like silence, like not having the energy to connect. And that's okay, because healing requires space. Losing interest in people doesn't automatically mean something is wrong with you. Sometimes it means you're tired, you've been hurt, you're growing, or you're finally choosing yourself. But here's the part you shouldn't ignore. There's a difference between protecting your peace and completely shutting yourself off from the world. One helps you grow. The other keeps you stuck. So if you're in this phase right now, ask yourself, are you resting or are you hiding? Because the goal isn't to lose interest in people forever. The goal is to find people who feel right. People who don't drain you, confuse you, or make you question your worth. People who feel like peace, not pressure. If this made you realize something about yourself, or put into words something you've been feeling but couldn't explain, make sure to subscribe. Because sometimes understanding yourself is the first step to finding the right people again.